Hey guys, it's Kaylee and Delight here from Freddy's Girls, joining you tonight with another DIY video. We are going to show you how to make these beautiful trivets. By the way, did you know this is called a trivet? With paper towels and Mod Podge. And Mom's going to show you something else. Coasters. So I'm going to get to work on these straight away.
Okay, and I don't know if you remembered last week, but I talked about the bird. I should have the bird. Sorry for leaving you there. The bird that I bought in, what was the name of that place?
Not Hobby Lobby?
No, this was in, it was in Texas, a cute little town in Texas just before we got into San Antonio. It started with a B. Bernie, Texas. Anyhow, I bought it as a sample, as my inspo, and I paid $12 American for it. So I've been playing around
Last week it was $11.95.
Well, it is $11.95, but I rounded it up. We do that in Canada. So I've been playing around with some of my own birds that I had in my stash this week and tried to recreate it, and I think I've kind of got it down. So I made that one, and these little ones you might have saw from our thrift haul on Saturday. I did them up. I think they look really good. And this one fits a votive candle. And I had these, they're little napkin ring holders, but I often put them in a cloche with a nest or something. So I think I've got the technique down, and I'm going to show you how to do that. So stay tuned.
So for my project here, you can take anything as plain can be and make it lovely. So I've got these little, I don't know, jar holders, I don't know what you call
Crates.
Crates.
Totes.
So you just paint your plain you paint it white first because some of that might show through. You paint it over with the Mod Podge, and then you put we've got napkins that we found. Where did you find these ones, by the way?
On Amazon, I ordered them.
Yeah, these are cute ones.
I've got more coming maybe today or tomorrow, some other really cute napkins. There's some beautiful napkins you can find these days.
Yeah, and then you just paint it over with another coat, and you let it dry. I've got some at a different stage here, so I'll show you what we'll do to it once they fully dry here.
Okay, and I'm going to tell you what I'm doing here. So what my, I don't know, secret sauce that I figured out what to do is, I took some old paint. This is kind of a green paint that I didn't really like the color of, because I'm just using it as my base coat and you won't see it anyhow. And I actually thought if this color came through, if I did decide to wet distress over the ivory, it wouldn't be bad. But I mixed it with some tile grout. Now my husband has, like, I don't know, there was about 10 boxes to choose from in the storage room downstairs from old projects. You know, some are clear gray, some are antique white, some are white, whatever, a little bit different colors, but it doesn't matter because you're not going to see the color. So I just poured some of that in with my paint to make it kind of gritty, and then I'm just stippling, dab, dab, dab. So you're going to get a lot of texture.
Yeah. And you kind of came up with that yourself?
Well,
did you see someone doing something?
I've seen lots of people doing different things. Like you can buy a product called Salt Wash, but I've never bought it because I'm too cheap, because it's kind of, it's a little more on the expensive side, and I've just added my own, like, salts and Epsom salts.
But that doesn't have any salt in it.
No, this one doesn't. This is just grit. But it works. All you want to do is make a rough texture.
Just throw some cement in, why not?
Well, you could. And the nice thing about when you put this on, look at this little bunny I'm going to do now. Like, he looks like not much, little resin bunny. But I think when you put some texture on him and add that rusty crusty, he's going to look cute. Rusty crusty cinnamon.
So is that what they're kind of calling old world now?
Oh, did I tell you what I learned this week?
I don't know. I don't think so.
And in some ways it's sad, and in some ways I'm ready. Farmhouse is out.
Oh, Well, and by the way, we should post a picture of her sign over there which says Farmhouse Kitchen. So if it's out, are you going to get rid of that?
No, I've been farmhouse for quite a long time.
Life.
Yeah, it was country before it was farmhouse. And there's still things, but I do incorporate a lot of other stuff in. But the new, there was the Atlanta trade show, like it's kind of like the North American trade show for decor, was on this past week in Atlanta, where all the
who's who?
Yeah, well, the buyers, like people that have shops and stuff, go and put their orders in for the week. I remember once in a past business of mine, I went to Edmonton and put an order in when I used to be Victorian Delights.
Ask what the past business was called, I was going to say.
Victorian Delights.
Victorian
that was
Delights.
many years ago. Were you even born?
Well, no, I do remember going to Mavis' shop.
Yeah, you were there. You were young.
I was young.
So I'm doing up another bird. Anyhow,
Do you have a rag? Yeah.
I've been watching some of my YouTubers that I follow who were there, and the word on the street is that farmhouse is out and old world finishes are in, which is this rusty, crusty kind of stuff, layered, textured, lots of textures. So that is going to be the new trend. So I'm actually good with that. I'm ready for a
change.
I'm ready for a change.
I was watching a video the other day by Julie's Designs and Signs.
Yeah, she was at that show.
Yeah, and she was, what was she even making? It was like a face, like a little, like a Victorian Delights face, like those angel faces.
Oh, okay.
And she was, but it was big, and she was doing it, and she was like, at the end of it, she's like, oh, it looks kind of old from close up, but from a distance it doesn't look old enough. So she just put a bunch of dirt. She rubbed it in a bunch of dirt.
Yeah. I saw that one too.
Did you?
Yeah, that's cool.
No.
Yeah, that's the new look. And actually, cottage core. If you know what we mean by cottage core, it's kind of like kind of Victorian in a way. Florals and more pastel-y colors. That is all coming back. So.
If you stay around long enough,
Yeah,
you see it all a few times.
you will.
Every couple of decades.
Okay, so while these three are drying, and I do have my heat gun set up tonight, so I can accelerate the process if I need to. But this one has been done. Now this is an urn, and I love this urn as soon as I saw it. And so I've done my dabbing process. I put all that textured stuff on there, so it's kind of, I don't know, uneven and just kind of messy looking. So that is dry.
That's step one. Okay, this is step
one.
2 now.
Now I cracked a new can of crinoline. I gotta open.
Okay.
Oops, my bird fell over. Oh, come on, birdie.
Crinoline is kind of the grayish one.
No, crinoline is creamy. The more creamy of all the DIY paints.
Okay.
I don't do as much. I tend to go more to, there's about 3 whites that I really like White Swan, Beadboard, and what is it, Vintage Linen?
Oh yeah, vintage
Or
linen.
there's another one, Tarnished Pearl. Actually, it's
yeah,
about
I did
4.
tarnished pearl. That piece, that night table was tarnished pearl.
Oh, okay, that just walked out the door
Yeah,
now. Nice lady
just
bought
before
it.
we shot or
Yeah.
pushed play.
So this is the more creamy color, and I have a feeling if we're going to more old world finishes, that it will be more of the creamies,
Like
more
the
so than the
warms.
whites. Yes, there'll be the grays. There was a lot of creams and rust, like that kind of thing showing through several layers. So we're gonna have to practice our techniques to get that down. What I'm gonna do now with this crinoline, this kind of creamy color, I'm just gonna dab it on. And now this is not thick like that other stuff. This is just normal paint, so it'll go on really easy. But you kind of have to dab because of the unevenness of the surface. And you know what's nice about when you put that grit in there? Like, it's not going anywhere. This is gonna, it will, like, there's no way this paint is coming off, this underneath.
That underneath
You
coat.
can put it on, this was a shiny
like-
ceramic, and it's gonna
Okay.
stick really well to that shiny, it's like putting cement on it.
So you don't have to worry about your paint peeling off, is
No,
what you're saying.
that's what I'm saying.
Oh, that's good. So you're just, dabbing her all over.
Yeah, and you're gonna you still see all the texture
you
there.
can use whatever kind. Are you gonna rub some of it off eventually?
No, I don't think so. I didn't on those because the cinnamon gives it the.
Oh, that's the final coat there.
Yeah, so
the depth.
Right.
Or I don't know if that's the word, but
rusty, crusty. Looks like it's old and been sitting out in the shed for
years and years.
Had the water dripping on it and.
So with mine, I've finished part 1. So basically, it's just covering the edges here, and you just leave it now to dry. It's looking kind of ugly, but over here we've got a bunch that we did up ahead of time. So once they've dried, you give them out however long they need to dry, a few hours. Then you rub off the excess to finish your project. So you're just taking a piece of sandpaper and going down. Oh yeah, that came off super easy on all your edges here.
It's very satisfying, isn't it?
The floor is going to be very dirty after this. Sorry.
It's a vacuum though.
This is the price of art. It is satisfying. It's so satisfying doing all of this stuff, just hands-on, getting your, dirty, getting your hands dirty. So there you have it, just like that.
Nice, really nice sharp edges.
Yeah, I can maybe clean them up a touch better, but yeah. So
Would you bring me a rag when you come back?
Oh, not a Norwex?
Bring me that red tea towel. I'll put it in the laundry after. I just need something here. Thank you.
You're welcome. I'll finish these up.
Okay, so before this paint gets too dry, because it doesn't need a second coat. This one coat is plenty. I'm going to do the top part first before the paint dries. And I'm getting out my can of cinnamon, my Costco cinnamon. It's that simple. And just lightly in spots, like don't go everywhere.
That makes sense.
Just kind of sprinkle it on.
And you need to do it when it's wet now.
When it's wet.
Yeah, otherwise it's not going to
stick right in.
Yeah. And you just came up with that on your own.
Yeah, and you can put as much as little as you want. Show them that. I think it looks great.
That's a Delight Nap special for you. A Freddy's Girls special.
I think it looks good. I love it.
And there it is wet, and here it is once it dries. Like, it does look lovely.
And you could put more. I actually tried one. If you want it darker, you can use chili powder. I thought that one probably had chili powder on it. But I'm sticking with cinnamon.
Which one had chili powder?
The one that I bought. The prototype.
One. This is the prototype. I feel like you could rub, dirt in here almost.
You could.
Who knows what they're using to make these.
Maybe we'll get to that stage,
But yeah, it just looks all rusty and... Hey, but the cinnamon ones will smell nice. So... You've got that positive.
My granddaughter was over here when I was trying making those ones, and she's like, "But Grandma, isn't the cinnamon gonna go bad?" I'm like, "No, cinnamon doesn't go bad."
I was wondering that myself.
Really?
Well, no, I mean, kind of.
It's a spice.
If you were using flour or something to...
Oh, that's what paper mache is.
That's true. It's just flour and water. Yeah, that's what Mod Podge is.
Yeah.
So I'm sure
I don't think you need to worry about that.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll go on with some more.
See, you just have to give it a try. It's just fun stuff to do.
Like I say, paint over it if you don't like it.
We're just big kids here. That's all we are.
Exactly.
We just have cooler art supplies than when we were kids.
Yeah. We can't sleep at night because we're thinking of our next project.
That's true. But what I've been thinking about is we're trying to get a bit better at marketing ourselves and making our videos and editing and all the rest of it. So go easy on us.
Yeah.
Even though I'm younger, I have no experience with any of this stuff, but we're learning and we're having fun and learning something new.
Yeah. The main thing is we're having fun.
Mm-hmm.
Meeting tons of great people. Like that lady that came to pick up that. Just always meet people that have stories and have time to chat.
Oh yeah.
That's one of the main things I like about doing this.
Your doorbell is always ringing. Or there's always something on the front steps for somebody to collect. But it's true, you often have like half an hour conversations. With
Hour
these people.
conversations. Some people come early and come for coffee.
Yeah. And a lot of them are repeat customers now.
Yeah.
So you've gotten to know them. How many coats do you do on here? Just one?
Just one. Seems to be. I mean, on the top, I could. If you were going to use it for something really heavy, I might put 2 coats of.
Well, especially if you were going to use something like this with your pots, not just as a decorative piece.
All right, did I put enough on? I think that looks kind of cool. I don't want to overdo it. I want.
Can you, what?
I don't want too much.
Yeah. No, I mean.
Do you think you should have more?
I think it's.
And I think that this.
Like this one has a lot on it.
I know, but I didn't know that I liked that much.
Yeah. No, I think it's okay.
I can put more. I'll put more on these guys.
Okay.
I'll bring out the chili powder. That's what we'll do. Okay, this I can see I'm going to get a nice moss ball for on top of here. Like, will that look?
Yeah. That'll look great with some greenery there.
Okay,
so they call that a little urn, right?
An urn. That's
yeah.
correct. Yeah. Okay, so I'm going to get out my air blower, my heat gun tonight, because otherwise I won't be able to get the second coat on these.
But I've finished these, so we've got a great little set. We're going to post these for
can
sale.
go in those things.
Oh, you even like matched them up so they have exactly the same view.
That was probably by luck.
Or by accident, yeah. And then these ones, it's a set of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
No, there's 6. Here's another one.
Oh, I meant, 6. Set of 6. So these are just little ones that we got at the thrift store for next to nothing. And painted them white. Now we have a lovely set.
You can put the little ones in with the small toad and the bigger ones in with the big toad.
Yeah, we can set them in here once they're done and sell it as a set.
Do you know why they're painted white underneath?
Well, just because it'll show through.
Yeah, you get a much sharper image on the decoupage.
Yeah, I like those.
Yeah.
Oh, well, that's good. I'm gonna grab a rag.
Bunny rabbit. This is literally what you call watching paint dry.
Yeah, no kidding. How interesting is it? Anybody else have raspberries in the backyard? Our raspberry bush is exploding this year. So, yeah. I think I'm going to finish off these caramel sticks. We've done a lot of wet distressing, but it's just a project we had here we needed to finish. So, last week I think I painted some, not this particular set, but this week I will just wet distress these, and then you can see the final look of it. This has more of a, you didn't spray paint it black underneath, did you?
Oh, not
Silver.
the top.
Are these the ones we got on the weekends?
Yeah.
No. Yeah?
I think so.
We had a pretty good thrift haul this weekend. We went to the MCC where the entire store was 25% off. So we went to town. We have a video. We spent just $63 and got, a ton of stuff. So you'll see a lot of that stuff in some of our upcoming videos too.
Dab the bottoms here now where I couldn't hold on to before.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, it's a great technique to put on top of shiny ceramic things because your paint is not going to slide. Even though the DIY paint sticks really well, when you put it on this, it really sticks well.
Yeah, it has limits, but
put the grit in.
You put tile, grout in there.
Yeah.
There's no end.
So So you can see how this heat gun really speeds the process up. Without this, I'd never get to do the top coat in this video.
No.
It would take a good, half hour to 3/4 of an hour to dry thoroughly, just naturally.
Well, especially with all that grout in there, it's going to take extra long.
Exactly.
No, I'm pretty impressed with Mom's creativity. I mean, the birds are cute, but some of these, like, there's tons of these trinkets at the thrift store, right?
Yeah.
And some of them are just, they've lived their better life.
When we get to the trinket aisle, I always look for birds. And like this guy here, if you remember him from the video, he was like, those several colors on those.
Like
and then I just paint them all one color. And
well, they're just so ugly sometimes
them
with all the pinks and blues, or just the style has come and gone, right?
But a bird lasts forever. You just gotta repaint them.
Birds never really go out of style.
Okay, I just gotta dry the edges of this so I can move it.
Oh, that thing, yeah. But if you haven't tried the wet distressing, you'll love it. And this is easy to achieve with the DIY chalk paint now. That's what we've used on this. This is, I think, White Swan as our base coat. We sprayed it black first, painted it White Swan, and you can see how nice it is to work with. How easy it comes off with just a wet rag. I think I'm gonna do some spots here.
Chili powder. How about some Montreal steak spice? Oh no, you're gonna have chili powder.
You are almost out of it.
We got some. All right. I'll set this off to the side here.
Let's see what the chili powder version looks like.
Yes. Okay. I'm glad I'm using these old brushes on this grout stuff because I don't imagine it's great on brushes.
No, I'm sure it'll.
I need a whole new set of brushes.
Should I do some distressing here?
Sure. Yeah.
Like there's a pineapple. Oh no, there's.
I think it's acorns.
Oh, I was gonna say grapes, but okay, maybe acorns.
Probably Christmas. Okay, so here I am dabbing on my bird again. Like this takes like literally no time at all.
Can you see?
To.
No, I mean that's a quick project, and it just looks so fun.
Yeah. Okay, now when I've got the bottom, I'm gonna do my cinnamon on the bottom here, and then now chili powder. We're coming in here with maybe I should say the chili for the top. And you're gonna see it more.
I don't know, what other spices would you guys recommend us trying? Like, let me open the spice cupboard.
We're Spice
actually.
Girls.
The Spice Girls.
We've got chocolate.
Oh, you've got all this epicure stuff here.
Yeah.
You could use pepper, I guess.
Yeah.
Oh, paprika.
Oh yeah, bring out the paprika.
The smoked paprika. I think this has been sitting in there for years. So you've got any spices you don't like, just throw them on your craft projects.
It's the new style.
Who'd
All
have
the world.
thunk it?
All the world.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm sure there's some kind of rusty, crusty mixture you can buy. I haven't found it though. Our supplier doesn't offer it. They offer the salt wash, but not anything
To make it like ready,
no,
brownish.
Not that I've seen anyhow. So
Maybe they're.
So we could be innovators in this.
Leaders in the field.
Yes, leaders in the field.
On the cutting edge.
Oh goodness.
Yeah.
You know, for so many years, I lived not close to any place where I could get things I needed.
Where
like
you could
for,
get anything.
you know,
basically.
groceries even, or so you learned to make do, right? You looked around and what could you substitute with or whatever, and so. Okay, chili is a touch darker, not a whole lot darker. I'll mix it in with a bit of cinnamon. Actually, I don't really feel it. So I think it's just more, if you put more on or not.
Yeah, I think so. Like, can you really tell the difference?
Okay, birdie, chili bird.
Did you show this to Beatrice earlier?
I showed her that, and she's like, really? I've got my granddaughter Beatrice with us for a few days.
Spending the night. Or spending a couple nights.
We let her watch a video now.
This was on while we're making our video. I like this. Let's see. I'm gonna add a tiny bit more.
Okay, so there's the chili bird.
Oh, okay.
He's kind of wet.
Still warm. Okay.
Yeah, wet and warm.
But he's pretty cool.
I think so. Well,
And I just like his candlestick.
we'll see what the customers think.
Yeah, we'll see. Like, you've sold some of these already,
I
eh?
have actually.
So you've gotten some positive response.
I only did a few because I really wasn't sure if it was. But then when I watched what's coming in the new styles, I thought, yeah, I think so. I think they'll bring out the cinnamon.
So here's my 2 candlesticks all done. We just have to finish them off with the top coat before we can call them 100% done, but nearly. Hey, so what did you say? Are these part of the brocante?
Yes. Why don't you get that and show them the brocante?
We've got a couple of IOD transfers, part of the brocante book, which we pulled out the other day.
It's just a beautiful book. It's got so many.
See, this lady here reminds me 100% of Victorian Delights. The lady with the hair there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know where I will use her.
Have any of you? Oh, look at this clock.
I might
That's
put
just
that on an end
beautiful.
table.
Oh yeah, like on the top of it.
Yeah.
You've got that clock. These are these brocante?
Yeah,
Greenery?
that's part of it.
Okay, so you've got the what do they call it? Botanicals. That's the botanicals. Okay. What kind of flowers are these? White ones. Begonias?
No, it's not a begonia.
We've used quite a lot in here already, but we've got an Eiffel Tower, which I guess that could go on an end table
Yeah,
too.
you could go with the clock if you had a big enough. It's quite tall,
This dove. Now, is this more what you would call French country? This sort of thing?
Yeah, maybe. Show them the very back of the book because then it shows all of the different
But
ones.
these, I love these birds. I love those birds.
Yeah, I've got a tree right in there.
It reminds me of a wedding present we gave Ainsley. Do you remember that?
Exactly. Was it 4 little plates or was it one big tray?
No, I think it was one big tray with those, basically exactly like those birds on the tray.
Oh. Well, I've got a tray ready to put it on, but maybe won't get it tonight. But this one you could do.
So I'm going to use my transfers. They all fell on the floor, but this is the one I'm going to do on this Lazy Susan, which we picked up on Saturday at the thrift store at the 25% off sale. And I think I'm going to do it right across here in the middle. Yeah. So these, again, are very easy to use. IOD is a wonderful product, and maybe one day we will start selling them ourselves, but that day has not yet come.
No, we have a supplier in Winnipeg,
Yeah,
so that's good.
I'm trying to put it here so you guys can see.
But one thing that we don't have in Winnipeg is redesigned by Prima, and they offer a lot of the same type of things. But I do love the IODs.
Oh yeah.
Okay, my little bunny's getting. He sure smells good.
Chili and you didn't use paprika in the end, eh?
No, I didn't. I feel like it's oranger, but I could still put some in.
I didn't really confirm that. Oh boy. Okay.
Oh, looks close.
I'm wondering if it's straight enough, so I'm second guessing. But I think I'll...
You can't really second guess yourself with that stuff. Once it's down, it's sometimes you can move it,
I kind of moved it a touch. Yeah.
but sometimes it's there.
So these tools come with, again, very easy to use, really.
Okay, bunny. I think we can put like some greenery in his arms there or something.
Oh yeah, it looks like he should be holding something.
Yeah, probably Easter eggs, but
Oh yeah.
I mean, to me, bunnies are any time of the year things.
Especially if you paint them in a certain, like that.
Yeah,
say.
neutral color.
Yeah, it can.
Okay, I like you, bunny. Give you a touch of chili. Where's the chili?
There it is. So who knows, maybe Mom will start a trend here. The, what should we call it? Should we
Rusty
name for
Crusty.
it?
Rusty
Rusty Crusty. Is that your own name?
I don't know.
I don't know what makes it. It works.
Yeah. Okay, I can't really, I'll let him dry a bit more and wait till Kitty gets out of there.
And then do you need this?
No, it's okay. So yeah, we've got quite a little bird selection here.
I'm pretty well wrapping up, I think. I gotta finish this
So I'll
guy.
set my birds all out here. Wow. What have you got in this collection?
You've got a number. Are you gonna sell them as a set, or
No, I think
what do you think you
individually.
can sell them for individually?
I haven't thought about that, but
Yeah.
probably at least $6 or something like that.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, spices aren't cheap.
Oh my goodness, girl. All
No,
right,
I
well
just-
that's it for my birds. Can you see the birds where they're sitting here? I don't think they can. But here, I'll bring them all up and give you a better, they're dry enough now. I can,
You can move them without.
this guy got quite a bit of chili, this bigger guy with his crown. So we've got some variety. These guys are kind of more moderate. So something for everyone, if you like a lot of crust or
Or a
a
little,
little
crust.
crust. And this guy. Yeah, I like them.
Okay, I think this is.
Nobody wants them, I like them myself.
Yeah, well, you can keep them. This is almost ready to show them.
Okay, I think this
I
guy
think,
too.
yeah.
Oh, I like those black candlesticks. They saw those, right?
Yeah, I think I showed them.
Yeah.
This one, it wasn't painted on the top though, the
Oh.
silver,
Oh,
but whatever.
oh, that
Okay.
came off nice.
Show them that one. You can use your Raconte transfer.
Raconte transfer on a lazy Susan. This Susan spins. So there you have it.
Well,
And now I will put top coat over top of that to keep it.
to keep it
Yeah.
nice and
Yeah.
Thanks for joining us once again. We'll be back every Tuesday. We're going to try and give you a new video with some new techniques. So let us know what you'd like to learn, and
Yeah, hope you enjoyed it.
have a great week.
Yeah, bye-bye.